Hey guys, I look like crap. I was up all night last night going through it. So I came out here to share with you guys a little insight, experience that I have never in my life experienced before. Sometimes you hear about certain things, but because it doesn't apply to you, you don't care. It doesn't matter because you're not going through it. So because you're not physically feeling it, whenever you hear something, yeah, it might touch you, but it will never hit you as hard as if it is you going through it. So last night about 9:30 at night, I hear banging on my door. Bang, 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 bang. I jump up. My husband goes to the door and they say it's the police and DCF. Police and DCF. I don't got no business with them. Apparently my 9-year old Jaden, he went to the Boys and Girls Club and told them that he's been having thoughts of danger and hurting himself and depression, and he can't get those thoughts to come out his brain, and he doesn't know what to do, and he needed help. So the Boys and Girls Club took it upon themselves to call DCF versus calling me to try to figure it out. And they came here and they Baker Act him. If you don't know what Baker Act means, because you do not live in the state that Baker Acts people, it's when they feel that you're going to be a harm to yourself or society, they come and they take you and put you somewhere for 72 hours, just to contract safety. So he was Baker acted last night, a 9-year old, mind you, into a child's unit for suicidal ideations or ideations, whatever way you want to pronounce it. So I'm up all night worrying, crying, thinking, yo, how can this happen? My son has always been so sweet. Never one time have he shown us that he was depressed or he was sad or he wanted to kill himself. Nothing. He has everything. We do everything together. We go on trips. I don't know where this is coming from. But what I do know is since COVID started in March, now it didn't start in March, but since school shut down in March, April, May, he started to become a little bit more isolated. He started to like stay in his room and be sad and say things like, mommy, I'm depressed. Mommy, I can't see my friends. Mommy, I'm afraid if I walk outside, we're going to die from corona. Nobody leave. Like he was going through a lot of different emotions because of he can't go to school and he's looking on the news and he's seeing things like, oh, people are dying, the cases is this, that. I mean, it was so much. So I said, hey, listen, you're not going to die from corona. You're okay. I even told him, you can't catch corona, which, if you're home, you can't catch corona. But, trying to help him out. But I guess it wasn't enough. And now school is not, it's opened, but it's not where they feel safe to go. They no longer feel safe. Friends don't want to talk to him. Friends don't want to be around him. I guess because nobody wants to catch COVID-19. So Jaden is sitting here processing all these thoughts in his head, guys. And now my baby is at a Baker acted unit for safety precautions. And then to top that off, I woke up this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning from a phone call from my job telling me that the test that I took on Monday, I tested positive for corona. Okay. So now my son is Baker acted. I got COVID. I was around all my kids this whole time, my family this whole time. So pretty sure they got COVID too. So this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm experiencing. And it gets to a point where with me, when you tell somebody, oh, I got COVID, sorry, I'm going outside because this is getting a little too heavy for me inside. When you say, oh, I have COVID, people start looking at you funny. That stigmatism behind COVID-19 is for real, y'all. People don't even want to talk to you on the phone because they feel like they're going to catch COVID through the phone. With you talking to them over the phone with COVID. No, it don't work like that. I'm walking, I'm talking, I'm looking at you right now. I have COVID and I'm not dying. Look, I'm healthy. So for you guys, I think it's just education. Stop thinking that everybody that got COVID is gonna die. It's just like the flu, man. Y'all gonna catch it. It's a virus. You're gonna get over it. Those that have a compromised immune system might not make it, and that's with any type of illness. You might have pneumonia, the flu, a common cold, and if you do have underlying conditions, you're not making it. But stop alienating people. Stop making people feel like because you have COVID-19 now, oh, we don't want to be around you. It should not be that way. After 14 days, we should still be friends. I mean, we should still be friends regardless, but then you should be able to still come to my house. You should still be able to see me. You should still be able to want to talk to my kids. It should not be a stigmatism where people feel ashamed to say that they have COVID. And I think that's where we mess up at. People are afraid to reach out and say, hey, I tested positive for COVID, because now they feel like, okay, people are going to isolate them. People are not going to want to talk to them. People are going to make them feel different. So they don't say anything. And when they don't say anything, they spread it. So let's do better, y'all. Let's stop listening to that jerk in the White House, sitting here making all these divisions, making all these statements. Let's do what we know we need to do. Let's use our common sense. I know we got it. We all got the common sense. Let's educate one another. Let's make our kids feel safe. Let's go out with them more, walk with them more, talk with them more. I try to do the best that I can with me and my home and my family. But sometimes things get a little rough. Sometimes things get a little bit out of hand. But like I said, right now I'm trying to get my son back home. And once he gets back home, then we're going to figure this out together. So if you have a child at home with you, you need to talk to that child. You need to find out how that child is feeling. You need to reach out to your kids and see if your kids are feeling any type of way, because I never knew about this. You know, I was blindsided. So there might be other kids out there that might have that same feeling of depression, but because we don't see the signs, we don't know what's going on, and then something happens and then boom, they're getting taken away at 10 o'clock at night by the police into some place that you don't even know where they're sleeping at. So we need to reach out to our kids. We need to make sure that they understand that we love them, that we are here for them, that we can talk to them, that we can go out, we can do things with them. Let them know that, okay, this is only temporary. It's going to get better. This is not forever. You know, we need to be able to love one another. Stop bashing each other. Stop making each other feel incompetent. This is what we're doing. We're making each other feel like we're the victim. You know, I don't know, guys. Y'all are sitting here saying we need change. We need change. We need change. We need change. But we really changing? The change starts with you. The change starts with us. If we're not changing together, there's never going to be a change. We need to educate ourselves. We need to love one another. We need to build one another. We need to stop making people feel incompetent. Stop making people feel like you don't love them anymore because of this situation. This is where you're supposed to embrace them. This is where you're supposed to call them, text them, tell them, yo, I love you, I got you, anything that you need, even though I might not come over there, but I will send it to you. Text them, whatever, but do not make them feel alienated. Do not isolate them. That's all I gotta say, man. I'm gonna go and find out what's going on with my baby. And just keep pushing. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and keep pushing. I will give y'all an update as soon as I got it. Bye.